How is it going, everybody? My name is Copyright, and today we are gonna look in a Dimir control deck. I call it box to box. For people who doesn't know, it's a description for a player in football, for our American friends soccer, who is, let's say he plays in the middle field, but he can do everything. He can defend, but also attack, and this is why I thought this fits perfectly for this deck, because this deck literally can do almost everything. So we are not exceptional good against some sort of decks, but we are also not exceptional bad against other decks. So we are literally an all-rounder deck that can handle with a lot of different situations. This is what I like about it. The only downside on this deck that I found is, as usual, all the control decks, games takes much longer. So in general, your game, instead of 6 minutes, you will play maybe 10 to 12 minutes. So this is maybe one downside. The other upside to this deck is really interactive, really fun to play, and really cool, especially against these easy matchups where you have like exchange between different spells. Let's see what makes it so interesting and different towards other Dimir decks. I mean, Dimir has some specific cards that are standing out, of course, like Divide by Zero, Liar, and Hullbreaker, of course. And I added Professor Onyx because she has a small tiny combo with our Plump of Forbidden, who doesn't know, and Plump of Forbidden is a really underplayed card, I think. Plump of Forbidden is a 2-mana instant, and besides the additional cost of this spell, you may sacrifice one or more creatures. Whenever you do copy this spell, for each creature sacrificed this way, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. So this spell is so difficult to handle for any sort of control deck, especially other control decks that use Divide by Zero, because even if you divide by 0 one of it, the other copies will still resolve. Depends on how much creatures you sacrifice, right? And in combination with Professor Onyx and maybe with our Segment Witch with a B, we can literally turn the games in 1 turn, or kill the opponent in 1 turn, because who doesn't know, the Witch produce each time you cast some instant or sorcery spells a pass token, and this pass token is the perfect sacrifice for the Plump of Forbidden. Also, Plump of Forbidden can be cast without sacrificing any creatures. Of course, you will have only 1 card, lose 1 life. And this is all what you get. So for maximum efficiency, we need some creatures to sacrifice, but usually it's never a problem to find these things together. We have a lot of loot effect, we have a lot of search effects, and a lot of small, cheap instant spells. This is what I love about this deck with Consider, Fading Hope, and Duress is a sorcery, but you know how powerful Duress can be, especially on turn 1 against Izzet. Take out their card advantage or take out their main spell that they want to use is just amazing. Then another mention that I wanna tell, you see maybe 1 Liar, 1 Hullbreaker, nothing special. We can find with Cyprian inside a lot of the times another Liar or Hullbreaker from our opponent if they play something like this, or maybe even the Goldspan Dragon. But I like this card because I was testing this deck, and always when I play my Witch with a B on turn 3, then she's just sitting there, right? She has a ward, yeah, pay 3 life, so opponent needs to pay some life for it, but it's not really that point. And I was looking for something for 2 mana that can ramp me into 4 mana. And there is not really a card for it. I hope the Neo Dynasty will bring us something that maybe in blue or black ramp us towards 4th mana. But Kerfell Hellbringer, 2 mana, 1/3, is not only a good blocker against mono white, or maybe also against mono green if they play the wolf on turn 1, but also she says tap and add 1 blue mana. Spend this mana only to cast instant and sorcery spells. And this is where the cool combo is for example, you play turn 2, the Hellbringer, turn 3, Witch, and you have one of our 1 mana spells, except of the rest because you had only blue. So if you have Fading Hope or Consider, we can instantly start producing pass tokens and instantly have advantage with Fading Hope in opponent's turn, or Consider even in opponent's turn, so we can even ambush some of opponent's creature if we need to. For the mana base, it's pretty basic, 23 lands, but we have 2 of Jawari Disruption, so we have 25 altogether. And you see maybe here I don't have all the pathways. Sadly, I hope I will have my wildcards, but I spent all my rare wildcards for another deck that I'm gonna show you. I think it's a new archetype, and I'm building it since a week now, I think, trying to make it work. And I think I'm gonna make it work, but I think maybe I need a little bit more time. Maybe I will ask the people in Discord to help me out if they have maybe some cool additions, because people in Discord are amazing. They give me always really cool idea for new deck archetypes, for new deck builds. I'm really appreciating it, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, and 4 of March. This is basically the deck. Let's jump straight into best of 1 games, because in best of 3 trust me, these games can take, you will see maybe maximum 1 game, because 3 games with this deck is like 30-40 minutes at least. So yeah, sideboard shortly, just to learn spells, of course, and let's get right into the gameplay, see how my box player deck will perform. Chaos Panda, and before we're gonna fight against Chaos Panda, if you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe to support my channel. If you like what I'm doing, if you like the decks that I'm providing, and check out other videos. I have a lot of really cool decks. I hope you will enjoy them and like them. And this opening hand, we are on the draw, and it's actually not so bad, because if it's easy, black mana duress, you know this combo, blue mana, and then from there on we can check out what we draw, right? So this is pretty cool. Mono white. Mono white is annoying, but hey, c'est la vie, no? So let's go and check out what our opponent has. Okay, what are you? Creatures you control, gain +1/+0. You are a second spell, I think, something like this. Home Courage, not really something I'm looking to discard because it has flashback. But we will see next turn. We're gonna... Okay, Chaos Panda, thank you for the game. I think he thought I have a lot of sweepers or something like this, so let's check out next one. Our second opponent, Bobo. By the way, Boba means idiot, a female idiot. Bobo is male, Boba is female in Spanish. So I used to watch, or I watched Boba Fett in Disney Plus, and I always need to laugh when I see it. It's just such a funny thing. So here we go, and you saw maybe in this deck we don't run a lot of sweepers. Our only sweeper is Midhook Massacre, because it's also combo good with our pests that we have on the board. So let's check out if it's an aggro deck. It's okay, we can stabilize with the witch pretty good. She's basically my stabilizer against all these creature-based aggros. Until then we have turn 1 Consider, turn 2 the Disruption, turn 3 Divide by 0. So let's check it out and see what our opponent runs, right? Looks like a human deck. So let's play our Consider, another witch. I'm not looking for another witch, to be honest. What the fuck? The fourth, what the fuck? Game! What is this shuffler? 4 witches on top. Wow! Bros, you know what's up. You know what's up. As soon as some of them hit the board, will be mamma mia. You are a rune deck. What the hell? Never encounter a rune deck. I like to run rune decks, but this is really nice. So let's see. Opponent has maybe this spell that he can exile some. Raiding Announcement. Actually pretty sexy. So we're gonna play you. And we're gonna play you. And do nothing, right? Just in case. I could have attacked, I don't know why I didn't attack, but maybe I thought that he has something else. I don't know, maybe my mistake. My idiotism. But, you know, I'm not the most experienced. Another Raiding Announcement, okay. That's a lot of tokens. You're an Ores of Token deck? Okay. Interesting. Resolve. My turn. I don't wanna play it. Here we go with blue mana, here we go with you, and now we have even Divide by 0 open. No attacks. I think my opponent has maybe also some sweepers, so we will see. We will definitely see, and now we can start. Oh, nice. You are maybe this combo deck that can one turn kill me if you run until 7. Midhook and Borrow Time, okay. Interesting. So opponent definitely runs sweepers. This is why I'm not gonna play my next Witchy Bitchy. And this is the combat phase. Here you see what phase we're currently running. So of course I'm gonna block you and you. Let's see. And then we're gonna... Oh, I didn't have even a chance to bounce it, right? Because... Why is the second man... Did I skip the second man phase? I make some mistakes, I'm apologizing for it. 1 and 2. You draw a lot of cards. This is why let's bounce you. I wanna keep the divide by 0 for the sweeper that he has, if he has a sweeper. So now we are gonna you, right? Now we're gonna play you out, and I still can divide by 0 something. Let's see if we can finish him the next turn. Bobo. Bobo. Our opponent gonna create one more token. Doomscar, we are gonna bounce Doomscar. And create some pest tokens. He has 2 mana left. And this is where I like this deck, right? We can go against aggro decks, we can go against control decks. We are in the middle of everything. We are really balanced out. And we are gonna take you. Let's see, for 2 mana, opponent can maybe foretell, but it will be not enough. He needs to sweep something, but I don't think that there is a sweeper for 2 mana. Interesting why he runs the rune, also very interesting, but I think he's a combo deck. He's a combo deck for with this Skyclave Demon, or something with Skyclave Demon, right? 2 mana demon that you can kick for 7, and then each player lose half of their life. And with Warlock lesson levels 3 for 7 mana, you instantly kill your opponent. I have a deck that is... Okay, Bobo, nice to meet you. This is the amazingness of this deck. And let's jump into the other one. So, our third opponent... I don't know how to pronounce his name. DM, you maybe can help me out. I go first, and I have Hellbringer, a lot of 1 spells. Here is, for example, a little bit downside to go first, right? If I would knew what my opponent is playing, I could maybe play first the land and then considering something else. Sure, let's keep it. Let's keep it and play the tap land, so we can play the careful next turn. Looks like mono black. Mono black is okayish. Mono black snow has definitely some sweepers. Opponent is reading the Hellbringer. Harbinger? Harbinger. Hellbringer sounds much better, right? Hellbringer. Oh, ooh. And now we're gonna play you. This is pretty basic. No attacks. And if opponent invests mana into him, I'm gonna bounce him. This is pretty nice if he invests mana into it. We can also consider. Now let's see. Okay, opponent level him up, and this is where this card is not, let's say not the best. Because now you see he didn't even took a look in my hand. And I can still consider, but I know what is on the top of my library and I wanna draw it. Take action. I discard... I think Fading Hope, right? Yeah. Discard Fading Hope, draw the land. This is nice. Am I gonna play Duress? Ooh, senor. Yeah, Loaf is annoying definitely, but I think Meat Hook. Yeah, let's take away the Loaf, just in case. And do I want to turn it to daytime? I think so, right? Let's turn it to daytime. Another land on top? I don't need another land on top. Divide by 0 is a good choice. Take action. Oh, Sephion. This is good. This is actually good. Would be smarter to discard the Sephion, but it's okay. Let's see what our opponent wants to do, if he wants to replay the curtains or not. Yeah, he does. And now does he want to level up instantly? I don't think so. Looks like not. Looks like he doesn't want to. Oh, he does. Okay. Then we're gonna bounce you. Bye-bye. And we're gonna take Teaching, because Teaching is amazing in these situations where you bounce a lot. We're gonna draw some cards. Yeah, this is actually good. How much black do we have? Not much, right? So let's go more for black. Let's go here. Take away his last loaf. And then we're gonna stay back. This is 3 mana, so I can play all my spells. You wanna draw cards? Attack first and draw card. That's okay. This 1 damage, Celestus take care of it. And let's see, when he draw cards... Oh no, he wants to, and again, let's do it again, my friend. Let's do it again, the 3rd time, yeah? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, I don't need a land on top. I'm really sorry. You can replay it though. Yes, you can replay it. Then let's go. Dispute is good, no? Yeah, I think Dispute is pretty good. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, this is actually a really good draw. Let's go here. Let's see what opponent wants to discard and exile. Meat hook. Okay, okay, okay. And yep. No atakujce. Now, when he used the curtains, I literally have no cards. So, I don't know why my opponent do it. Maybe he wants to do some damage. I have no cards. Pass. Okay. Sure. You wanna sacrifice something? He does. What you gonna learn? Learn for contaminating breach. Okay. And he draws 2 cards. Another Eye Twitch, okay. Then we're gonna tap you for mana. Tap you. Play you. Draw 2 cards too. Oh Jesus, 2 lands. Ah, sure. Okay, Javari Disruption is not the best draw I can have, but okay. Another Eye Twitch. Eye Twitch is actually okay. And we're gonna skip the turn. He can destroy the Celestus, but it's okay. Cannot prevent it, and we have only 1 Celestus, but I'm currently looking for something like Liar, Hullbreaker, something like this in this direction, so we can stomp on the opponent and show him some dominance, right? Sure, let's trade. I'm not set to trade with you. And now, should we go for Mascot? I think so, right? We have a lot of mana. Now opponent... Oh, he wants to take back creature thingy, but I exiled them all. Or he has 1 more. Maybe he has 1 more. Oh, okay. 5 mana left. Sure. Okay. Okie dokie. 2 mana left. Nada. Okay. We're gonna play blue. And we're gonna play you. Let's see what opponent wants to do. I mean, I think he's looking for Blood on the Snow, but what do you want to get? Eye Twitch back? I don't know. I don't know if it will be really helpful for you to have an Eye Twitch. Interesting game. I definitely like it a lot. Blood on the Snow comes in. Okay. Go back and take your merchant. Oh no, Concealing Curtains. Okay. Pobrecita. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. And Javari Disruption will not even stop Blood in the Snow. Oh, poor guy. I'm sorry. Should I? Do I even care? Sure, right. Is there anything I really need? I really want. I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. Let's cycle, right? Meaty hooky. Ooh, senor. You can do it again, but you draw me again. Eso. Ah! He drew me a land. Ah, what is this game? Back and forth. Bloop. Give me some life. What now? Goldspan Dragon! Fuck, this increased the attack clock really fast. Liar! I wanna know. No. How much mana? I have 5 mana, right? If I bounce him back, I have 2 left, then it's not enough to discard it. This is basically my goal here. Bounce him back and discard. And I think for now I'm gonna go Duress. 4 mana. 4 mana and counting. Dispute goes away. And Javla fitta, huh? Javla fitta, let's see. Okay. Sure. Sure. So he wants to attack, I'm gonna prevent the attack, of course. Bounce him back. He's gonna replay it. Okay. In the second main, that's okay. Anything else? Yeah, I'm gonna discard you and exile you. So you need to be careful. Oh, and this is actually a really good draw too. Okay, now we are gonna Fading Hope you. Resolve. I don't know if this much mana will help you. Then I'm gonna discard your second card, this one. And then I'm gonna exile everything. And this is how the cookie rolls, and we still have a Fading Hope to protect our lair. Bloop. He can draw Blood on the Snow, he can draw, how you call it? Another Goldspan Dragon. Ay. Shouldn't I let him attack once? No, right? Go back. Resolve. Pass. You can replay him. Sure. I'm gonna create some Tokis. Land, I'm not looking for a land right now. Another Consider, okay. Another land, okay. We still have Divide by 0, so we can bounce you. Resolve, create some tokens. Then we gonna cycle. Because Consider we can still play out with Liar. Oof. Jesus. Let's go in. And end the turn. Okay. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if this is too annoying. But your card is just too good. Pass. Okay. I think this shows the power of the deck, right? Currently 3 wins in a row. What's up? How long did it take? Okay, it was a 12-minute game. So yeah, I think this is a good representation. This deck has definitely, let's say, the most balanced access that I felt from a deck, because I literally have the feeling I have chance against creature-based matchup, I have chance against spell-based matchup. So I played, before I started recording, I played against 2 Easits in a row, and against first Easit I lost because they drew really good. They had 2 Lyras, they had 1 Hullbreaker. I didn't have enough answers to it. I had also my Lyre on the board, but I never had my Hullbreaker or anything, so it was really balanced. And the second game took almost 40 minutes, but I won it. I won it, boys. I won it with a Midhook Massacre combo. So I had a lot of pests. I had 6 pests, I think, and my opponent was on 5 life. I played my Midhook Massacre for 1, and it finished out the game against the Easy Turns deck. Yeah, so far from the representation, guys, as I said, you can lose with it, you can win with it. This deck is really, really balanced. It's really on a nice side. This is why it calls box to box. Let's see what we got here. And yeah, let's go maybe shortly into the breakdown. I will tell you there maybe some other small synergies, but I think we saw really, really much different things in this gameplay. I think it was really, really good, really understandable. But let's jump into the breakdown, check out it there. The breakdown. Welcome to the breakdown, and let's check out the things that I want to maybe also mention. Let's say highlight it. Also, how strong is the Kerfel Harbinger? I think it literally gives this deck a lot of possibilities that it didn't have before, and I think it's a really good addition to it. To just have this 1 blue mana extra available allows you not only to play our witch, but also maybe to keep divide by 0 even if you are on 2 mana or even less. So this is really, really nice. I like it really much. I also like how Lyra and Hullbreaker synergize with this, a lot of cheap spells, and you saw in the last game the opponent had barely a chance. As soon as you have Lyra on the board, keep in mind, keep protection for Lyra, keep protection open, especially if opponent also is a removal heavy deck like we played before against this mono black snow control. Always keep the Fading Hope. Even if you say, hey, if I create here 1 more pest with a thing and then I can Midhook Massacre combo. No, keep it. Keep it, because it can happen any moment. You cast something, boom, opponent kills your Lyre, and then suddenly you sit with empty-handed, right? You have nothing else to do. So this is really, really important. Against control decks, especially against other easy decks, a big tip for you, maybe I will put a highlight here, but we will see how it will go. Really, really important. You play against Easy or other control decks, keep your duress until you think that there is something important to come. For example, against Easy, I like to keep it until turn 2, turn 3, because then most likely 4 mana is Memory Deluge, or this Unfated Windfall or something, you know, this 4 mana red instant that discard a card and draw you 2 cards and create 2 treasures. You don't want them to play it. For you, it's okay if he plays all these card advantage spells for 1, 2, 3 mana. You don't give a fuck about it. For you, it's important to prevent opponent to do more broken things. The same is true for Go Blank. If you see, for example, I played against Azorius Control. I don't know why Azorius Control is so popular. If you see you play against Azorius Control and you have in your opening hand Go Blank, don't play it on turn 3. Don't do it. They will have on turn 5, turn 6, they will have at least 4 or 5 cards in their graveyard with flashback, right? Because they played this 2 mana draw 2 discard to gain 2 life. They played this 2 mana white spell where you create creatures, draw cards, blah blah blah. So all these things, and then they play Lyra, and then they have this huge advantage. If you turn 3 Go Blank on them, you discard or you exile maybe 4 cards. Until then, they still gain the card advantage, they still put more instant and sorceries in the graveyard, and then when they play Lyra on their turn 6, turn 7, because there is where you usually play the Lyra, that you have the advantage for protecting her with Fading Hope, but also to interact maybe with your opponent. Until then, they will have already a bigger or big graveyard again, even if you exile it with Go Blank. So this is against control. If you draw your Duress, if you draw your Go Blank, keep them, don't play them on side. If you are not sure what the opponent is playing, you can play maybe 1 Duress out, because later on, still when you draw your Lyre, and you will draw your Lyre. Lyre has a good draw rate. Also, we have a lot of filter effects where we just can filter the cards out. So usually, I think in 80% of the games I had my Lyra. Highbreaker a little bit lower, but Lyra I had pretty often. So later you get your lyre, you can replay the duress, but play it only to literally just get the information. Don't expect to do anything more with it. And go blank, don't try to play it on turn 3 against control. Against aggro matchup, of course, pump it all out, throw it in their face, because as less cards they have, as less aggro they can provide, and look that you can keep your blocker with careful until the end, because she blocks Talia, she blocks all these ushers and all this stuff's really good. So opponent needs to invest extra resources to just deal with careful, and this is really good. And she also can protect herself because she adds 1 mana, you can Fading Hope her back, next turn you replay her again, and you have again a blocker, right? So this is also really nice addition. So yeah, this is so far for the deck. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you like it. If you have any additions, if you have any suggestions for the deck, the sideboard I showed you already, and don't forget, sideboard you can play also with Lyre. And I was considering to add the second Lyre, but to be honest, I cannot find spot in it. I also ran before more Go Blank, but then I exchanged Go Blank for Scythian Insight, because Scythian Insight is such a huge hitter against control. If you play it on their turn, they are forced to do something. If they don't do anything, you have literally a card advantage through it, and selected card advantage, because you look at the top 2 cards of the opponent's library. This is really good, and if they bounce it, if they interact something, then they have less to bounce with your Twitch, and then you just big a bigger board and go face for a little damage, and then maybe you kill them with the Midhook Massacre, you kill them maybe with Onyx and Plump of Forbidden. Things like this are always can happen. So yeah, this is so far it for the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like the Dimir control style that I like to play, or I enjoy, and I hope Neo Dynasty will definitely, or hopefully, bring us some amazing Dimir cards. I already talked with some people in Discord. We saw already some really cool cards in black, really cool cards in Dimir colors, also in blue-black. So I hope there will be a little bit more, because I enjoy playing Dimir control, and this is yeah, something I want to do more, definitely. So thank you for your time, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Ciao.